everyone. I am Lisa Doyle with Sereno Real Estate here in the East Bay, and I want to give you our what is supposed to be Monday market update, but all the online portals were down yesterday, so here we are Tuesday with our Monday market update. So we are here beginning, first part of October, and I want to keep you guys every week posted on what's going on with the market. As the market progresses, I want to make sure that you have a place to go for resources as far as how's the market doing compared to where we were, where are we headed, and what can you expect as far as pricing of your home, values of your home as we move forward. So I want to give you guys an update for just this week here in our East Bay, which our East Bay is, of course, the 580, the 680, the 24 down to the Clayton area. So it's a pretty broad circle of area of homes for sale. And we are still seeing a very robust market. This week, the data hasn't changed too much. So if you remember last week, total active and pending. This is how we kind of gauge the market. It's the supply and demand, right? It's how many active homes on the market versus how many are pending. And just to give you guys a little bit of reference, when you look at hot markets versus, which is what we have today, versus where we were, say, back in the 08, 09, just a kind of a comparison. So back then we had about 2,400 houses on the market at one given time. Huge inventory, which is what caused the market to really be a downward spiral, where we had about 900, maybe 800 homes that were pending at one time, 2,400 active listings. Right now, in our entire East Bay, there are 613 active homes, 988 pending. Last week, pretty close, there was 595 and active and 947. So we're staying pretty consistently current. And I want to do a dive deep, I do a dive deep on one city each week, just to give you guys a little bit of a comparison. So the hottest market this week and the last couple of weeks has actually been the San Ramon area. The San Ramon market is the most heated. I would say most multiple offers, what we're seeing in the market right now, are coming in the San Ramon market. So right now, only 55 active listings in San Ramon, 103 pending. Average days on the market is 13. And what's interesting is out of this last 103 that are pending, 87% of those received multiple offers. If you look at the rest of the marketplace, which is all the other cities surrounding our East Bay, only 64% received multiple offers. So San Ramon's still, kind of outpacing the rest of the market as far as the heat. Highest sale in the area was Moraga. That area tends to be, one of our more higher end areas, just under 4 million. So this last week. But the biggest thing to keep in mind with what's going on with the market right now is people keep asking, are we starting to see a little bit of a normalizing? And in our East Bay, we are not. As you see, 64% of the entire East Bay is still receiving multiple offers, which just means that we're still seeing a very robust demand. A lot of people that are trying to decide when they've been making moving plans, should I sell my home now or should I wait? I would say there's a couple advantages to right now for a buyer and a seller. We are still under 3% interest rates, which the rumor that we will probably start to realize a little bit of a rise in interest rates over these next few months, maybe into next year, into 2022. And right now, of course, inventory is still very low for a seller, but still low interest rates for a buyer. And one thing that we've been able to do these last maybe 2 or 3 weeks, up to 30 days, with a few families is home sellers who say to me, if you bring me a buyer that's a very strong buyer, I'll consider selling it where it's not actively for sale. So you guys, your buyers, you get a little bit of an opportunity sometimes to get access to properties that are coming. Let me know, and we're always happy to help you, help share that information with you. And then one last thing that I wanted to share. Last week I brought up about the banks. So the moratorium for foreclosures had actually been lifted end of September. And we've seen a few of the banks actually declaring 8 months, 10 months, if a family had a hard time because of COVID, and they went on that, furlough of their payments temporarily to get them back on their feet, where the banks were actually demanding all of the money up front. Only a few of them have actually responded in that way. Many of the banks, depending on the type of loan you have, are allowing that furloughed amount to be placed on the back of the loan, give the person a chance to start over, and allowing you to move forward, if you've gotten a chance to get back on your feet because of COVID, and move forward. So I just want you to know that most of the banks are responding in that way. If you have had issues with that, or anyone in your friends or family, make sure that they contact their bank, find out what their options are. We've seen some of the banks working with people, even if their policy is different. I think, connection and communication has helped a few of our clients allowed to have that, kind of forecast instead of, demanding all that money up front. But if you guys have questions at all, let me know. So over this next few weeks, I'm going to be giving some updates regarding, financing. If you haven't refinanced, rates did drop a little bit recently. So now's a good time to consider that as well. Let me know if there's anything you need. I'm Lisa Doyle with Sereno, and I'm so excited to help you guys. Stay well, take care, and I will see you soon.